High above the relentless white foam of the Atlantic lies a hidden opening, carved out over many millennia. This ancient void is a place of raw power and isolation, untouched since the very dawn of time. Today we begin the mission to reclaim this cold space and transform it into a secret modern refuge. The goal is to balance industrial strength with the breathtaking beauty of the ocean in this ASMR journey.
The build begins with a struggle against the elements, as centuries of chaotic debris must be cleared away.
Once the floor is leveled, we begin the massive task of hauling in materials from the cliff top. Using a heavy pulley system, we lower each timber and glass panel down the sheer vertical rock face.
The rhythmic creaking of the ropes creates a hypnotic soundtrack to the labor of this cliffside construction project.
To combat the persistent dampness, we start by laying down a thick vapor barrier over the leveled ground.
This frame ensures the structure can withstand the fiercest coastal gales that frequently batter this exposed cliff face.
Over the steel, we lay down a floor of polished concrete and dark slate for a modern look. Each tile clicks into place with a solid, satisfying thud as the industrial floor begins to take shape.
The transition from rough rock to the smooth industrial floor instantly changes the energy of the ancient cave. It no longer feels like a hole in the cliff, and it is beginning to feel like a sanctuary.
Next comes the glass, as we want to preserve the view that makes this location so incredibly unique.
Installing massive floor-to-ceiling tempered glass panels across the entire mouth of the cave is quite dangerous. When the last panel is finally sealed into its black aluminum frame, and the silence in the cave is immediate. The roar of the ocean is transformed into a peaceful, muffled hum as the refuge becomes climate-controlled. For the interior walls, we choose warm white oak slats to provide a natural and modern aesthetic balance. I sand each piece by hand, the rasp of the sandpaper against the grain providing a soothing rhythm. I mount the slats vertically, allowing the natural rock of the cave ceiling to peek through the top.
This creates a stunning contrast between the organic prehistoric stone and the clean lines of modern interior design. In the corner, I build a compact kitchenette with a countertop made of a single black basalt slab.
I polish the stone until it reflects the blue of the sea through the massive glass front panels.
I carefully drill a vent through the side of the cave wall, sealing it against the salt air.
I build a low-profile platform bed upholstered in deep charcoal linen for comfort and minimalist style. The bed is positioned so the first thing I see is the sun rising over the distant horizon.
I add a few minimalist pieces of furniture, including a leather lounge chair and a small oak desk.
A few ceramic pots filled with salt-tolerant greenery add a touch of life to the industrial space.
As the sun begins to set, I light the first fire in the hanging hearth for the night.
The orange flames dance across the glass, reflecting the purple and pink hues of the evening sky beautifully.
The reeds. I prepare a simple meal, and the sound of the knife on the basalt countertop filling the quiet room. Outside, the tide is coming in, and waves hit the base of the cliff with massive primal power. Inside, I am perfectly safe, and still as I enjoy the results of this difficult construction process. This is more than just a shelter. It is a testament to the balance between man and nature.
I have taken a cold, forgotten space and turned it into a glowing jewel on the cliff face.
I sit in the lounge chair with a hot cup of coffee, watching stars appear over the Atlantic. The modern refuge is complete, where the ancient stone meets the modern world in a secret sanctuary.
The structural integrity depends on these heavy industrial anchors bored deep into the heart of the limestone.
At night, the dark slate floor reflects the stars, creating an illusion of floating over the vast ocean. Applying natural oil to the oak slats protects the wood from the salty air and enhances its beauty. Precision engineering was required to fit the linear metal tracks into the irregular curves of the cave opening. The black basalt countertop was sourced from a local quarry to maintain a geological connection to this site. The height of the cave provides safety, but the power of the Atlantic is always visible and felt.
Concealed LED lighting strips highlight the texture of the prehistoric stone ceiling above the modern wooden walls.
The exterior vent is made of marine-grade stainless steel to prevent corrosion from the constant salt spray. The entry door uses a vacuum seal system to ensure the interior remains warm and completely draft-free. From this high vantage point, the sanctuary serves as a private lighthouse for observing the vast Atlantic shipping. The tools of construction now lie silent as the transformation from a raw cave to home is finished. Modern HVAC systems maintain a constant temperature despite the freezing winds that howl against the cliff walls.
Every material was chosen for its tactile quality and its ability to withstand the harsh coastal environment.
This space offers a rare opportunity for deep focus and creativity, away from the noise of civilization.
Like a beacon on the cliff face, and the refuge glows warmly against the cold and dark Atlantic.
The sheer drop of 100 feet serves as a natural barrier to any intruders on this island.
A hidden filtration system collects rainwater from the cliff top, providing a sustainable source for the sanctuary.
Solar energy powers the entire refuge, making it a completely off-grid and self-sustaining modern home.
Marine life is a constant companion here, as whales and dolphins frequently pass through the bay below.
When the coastal fog rolls in, the sanctuary feels like a cloud floating in a white abyss. The outer layer of the glass is treated to repel salt and water, maintaining a clear view.
The acoustics of the cave were carefully managed, using the oak slats to prevent any unwanted echoes. Every piece of hardware was chosen for its mechanical durability and its resistance to the corrosive atmosphere.
Living here requires a slower pace of life, where every task is performed with intention and care. Morning light floods the interior, turning the industrial space into a bright and energizing cliffside haven.
Safety was the primary concern during the build, requiring specialized equipment and rigorous attention to every detail.
The architectural layers create a sense of depth that draws the eye toward the horizon and beyond.
Even in this harsh environment, life finds a way to cling to the ancient and unforgiving stone.
Storage solutions were integrated into the furniture to maintain the minimalist and clutter-free aesthetic of refuge. The human presence is subtle and respectful, blending into the massive geological scale of the North Atlantic.
Industrial materials provide the strength needed to protect this interior from the most extreme weather conditions imaginable.
Maintaining the fire is a vital part of the daily routine, providing both physical warmth and comfort.
Solitude in this environment is not a burden, but a gift, allowing for deep reflection and peace. The tools used to build this home are now part of its history, stored as a reminder. Twice a year, the sunset aligns perfectly with the cave mouth, bathing the entire interior in gold. The changing light throughout the day creates a dynamic environment that constantly evolves with the natural world.
Every detail from the tap to the tiles was selected for its simplicity and its functional performance.
The minimalist lifestyle is embraced here, where only the essential items are kept for a simple existence.
Beyond the sanctuary lies miles of wild and rugged coastline waiting to be explored by those brave.
Watching a storm approach from the safety of the cave is a humbling and awe-inspiring experience.
The tempered glass panels are designed to withstand the impact of high-velocity rain and even debris.
The warmth of the hearth contrasts with the freezing rain outside, creating a cozy and safe atmosphere.
Modern technology hidden behind the oak walls ensures that the interior remains a perfect refuge from elements.
Even during the worst storms, the beauty of the Atlantic is never lost to the observer inside.
The entrance is discreet and well protected by the natural rock formations of the cliffside cave system.
Sleep comes easily in this quiet space, where the only sound is the rhythmic song of ocean. The darkness of the cave is deep and restful, providing a sanctuary for the mind and body.
The refuge is a small bubble of light in the vast and dark landscape of the North Atlantic.
Morning brings a new beginning as the sun rises over the horizon and wakes the sleeping world. A sense of calm pervades the space as the day begins with a quiet and peaceful moment.
Sustainable power systems ensure that the sanctuary can function independently for long periods without any outside help.
The glass acts as a bridge between the secure interior and the infinite expanse of the ocean. This modern refuge is the ultimate result of a vision to reclaim the ancient and forgotten space.
The balance of industrial strength and natural beauty has been achieved in this remarkable cliffside construction project.
It stands as a testament to human ingenuity. The mission is complete, and the ancient void has been transformed into a masterpiece of modern architecture.
This secret refuge will remain perched high above the Atlantic, a hidden jewel on the rugged coast. The journey from a cold cave to a modern sanctuary is over, leaving a lasting legacy here. The modern refuge on the cliff stands silent and strong between the ancient stone and the sky.